Ooh, what's going on, people? It's your man, the White Bee, back once again. So, we got an update right now on Derek Chisora, John Furying off a Deliveroo driver. Now, I'm going to play you this video in little clips of the copyright video pagans and trying to check on man off, that's what you best believe. So let's play the video, give you some context in case you didn't see my last video on this topic. So Derek Chisora, it starts off, Derek Chisora's gripsing up Mr. Deliveroo. So the Deliveroo guy says, get the F off me. I'll allow it, I swear, get off me now. I swear, get off me now. Before I switch, bruv. Again, this is all from a Deliveroo driver. You don't grab me up, no fucking reason, bro. You don't grab me up. Oh, the computer bugging. Oh, the computer bugging. Oh, the computer bugging. Apologies, man. It's probably the 50 tabs I got open, I ain't gonna lie to you. So, the Deliveroo driver says, you don't grips me for no reason. Because obviously the internet now. The moody CPU, it bugging right now. People, listen. Does the YB put his CPU through unnecessary stress? He does. Yeah, I think I have some sort of attachment disorder. If I open tabs, I feel some sort of way about closing them. No one's there. Anyway, let's get back to the video. You don't grab me up for no reason. So Chisora nutted him there, hit him with a John Fury. Now, in my video yesterday on this topic, we speculated about the reasons why. And unfortunately, I'm not going to lie to you, I was more or less right. This guy was trying to go to work. And we're going to get to that now. This guy was on his way to work. Now, there are a few, what would you call it? There's a few dudes, I mean, I don't spend a lot of time in cities, yeah? Now, there's some goofballs on a bike, yeah, who just be doing too much on the bike. That said, I tend to have empathy towards someone going to work. We've all been there, yeah? Especially that job, it's high pressured. People don't want their food cold. People don't want their food cold. They don't care if you had to swerve through this, that, the other. So you have to empathise with the man who's trying to get to work. This wasn't a dude, yeah. More time. We've seen loads of bums. You know, we see them all. The ones with the face mask on. If you got a face mask on, yeah, and you driving around on them electric scooters, taking the piss, that's different. You ain't doing nothing. Yeah, you're just a bum. You bumming around on the scooters, yeah, trying to chef people up. That's whack. But if you've got a Deliveroo bag on your back, this internet pissing me off, people. What's going on here? Unbelievable internet situation. If you're trying to get to work, yeah, I just can't imagine nutting someone who's trying to get to work. Essentially, the story goes, when this moody internet tab loads up, but I'll give you the synopsis. Chisora told the man, so this man's cycling through, and look where he is, yeah? This man's cycling through, and more time, he's near the wall, right? He's near the wall. He starts closer to the wall if he tried. Yeah, he couldn't be closer to the wall if he tried. He wasn't skirting through the middle of an establishment. So he's close to the wall, he's trying to skirt through, and Chisora tells him out of nowhere, and the man said, why are you touching me for nothing? Chisora tells him out of nowhere, get off your bike. I mean, I'm going to be honest here. Like, I just can't imagine myself doing that. Now, again, the argument is in the newspaper, oh, well, YB, he had his wife and kids. Listen, people, yeah? I'm a staunch backer. Get your kids out the way, man. That's the bottom line. People with kids are entitled. They like to think that you just another rats have kids, yeah? I'm trying to go to work. And especially these days, kids and women are entitled. They think they can just post up. And a man who's on minimum wage trying to go to work, he must be inconvenienced. So you're arrogant, self-obsessed children slash misses can post up there looking pretty and fucking about. That's how I feel. If my wife and kids are in the way, I'd usher them and say, watch out, man, he's trying to get to work. That's what I'd do. That'd be my first instinct, because I empathise with that. If someone's trying to go to work, yeah, that is more valuable than everyone having fun and just taking the piss in the sun. This guy trying to work, just because Derek Chisora has put himself in a position where he don't have to work a normal job, other people do. So that comes as a higher priority for me. A man trying to get to work comes on at a higher priority than my kids or my missus laying out and being in the way somewhere. Yeah? And it also teaches children respect as well. You should respect a man going to work. Your playtime doesn't come ahead grown folks' business. It just doesn't. But that's why children these days, they're entitled. I want. Mum, dad. And it's not going the right way. Back in the day, 100 years ago, if a man was going to work, the standard position would be, get your kids out of the way. Man trying to work. These times, though, it's all about, the children need their rights. So no. They need to learn respect, discipline, and real values. Real values are not, my playtime and my being loose as a goose is above everything in the world. I must be happy in every individual moment. No, move yourself out of the way. Let him get through, and we'll crack on playing. That's how I feel. That's what I'm telling you the honest truth here. Because I know if I'm trying to go to work, he ain't trying to. This guy on delivery, man, he on his bike. And some people are saying, well, YB, the law says this, the law says that. I mean, I don't believe in law like that, if I'm honest. I don't believe in law in that fashion. Law really should be play it by ear. What makes the most sense? Not some strict thing some old dude wrote. Don't go on this path. Well, no, if there's room to go on the path. It wasn't that busy. It wasn't like a parade. There was plenty of room. And this guy's trying to negotiate through. I don't see the problem with that. Now, there's an argument. YB, he was rude, maybe. But again, put yourself in his position. If you're trying to go to work for minimum wage and you've got a bunch of unruly, undisciplined, non-respectful children and women in your way, that'd irritate me. Yeah? Just because you man have afforded yourself to sit idly Monday to Friday. Other man got to work. Yeah? Sitting idle is a privilege. And you should take your privilege looking ass somewhere else. Not in a working man's way, in my opinion. Go into some restaurant. If you want to enjoy the outside people are working. Yeah? People are making sure Derek Chisora can get his Five Guys and it's not cold. You see that one there, because you best believe Derek Chisora will be the first man to kick off if his Five Guys is cold, because this dude couldn't cut through and had to go the long way round. Now again, there are some rude bike people, I assume. I haven't spent a whole bunch of time in London, but listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah? If I see dudes with lycras on, who are in the middle of the road, recreationally, they can sit down somewhere. Yeah? Anyone doing recreation, if you're recreationally bezzing around on a scooter, not interested, get out the way. If you're bezzing around with your lycras on, get out the way. But me, got a man going to work for minimum wage, it's a struggle, man. That's where my empathy lies. It does not lie with my bougie children. That's for damn sure. They need to learn respect. You respect a man trying to work above your own needs and demands in the moment. Who gives a fuck if your missus has to move out of the way? Yeah? Well, it's not a disrespect. It's empathy for another man who's doing something more productive and valuable than you are, sitting there sipping your alcohol at 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Yeah? Like the what do they call it? Like the royal class. Yeah? Sitting there sipping your tea is more of a thing than a man going to work, people. That's a no from me, I'm afraid. Yeah, that's just a no from the YB. That could never happen. It just can't. Yeah? That's how I feel. Now, we don't know how aggressively he put up, but there's no, in my opinion, how much beef could a man on a cycle really cause with a bag on his back? He's trying to usher his way through. Bougie socialites believe their rights to privilege and their rights to, their rights to privilege and their rights to essentially comfort, and I don't want my comfort disturbed by a working man, is at the bottom of my list. Yeah, but that's just me though. Some man will go mad. People, if the Queen was on the road, and I see a man trying to get to work, the way I'm built, I'd tell the old bitch to get out of the way. That's what I'd say. She ain't no queen of mine. She's just another old bitch. Reptilian looking ass. Yeah, like if she poos, she wheezes, she busts, she 100%. Like everyone else. Yeah? Respect people going to work. Bottom line. There are occasions when people at work take liberties, which is another story. I wasn't there. Maybe he took a liberty. But whatever liberty he took, he couldn't have been taking that much of a liberty with a bag on his back and whilst on his bike. Deserve a nutting? I don't. So anyway, here's the Richard speaking to he's been accused of during a heated row outside a restaurant. The boxer was seen on CCTV grappling with the rider after telling him to get off his bike after he rode along a narrow street in North London. Shocked witnesses said the delivery driver was left with a broken nose and blood all over his face. Heavyweight Chisora is understood to have asked the rider to dismount after he entered the narrow street on his bicycle. Again, people, even noticing that is something that idle socialites can do. Yeah, if you're busy, you ain't got time. How many of you, man, really, if you're on the mission, yeah, how many of you, man, are in the mix like that? It's a bit like Karens. This is some Karen behaviour. Inserting yourself in business that isn't yours. Yeah, there's a real entitlement these days. People feel like it's their business to get in the mix. Oh, you're breaking, and people, Derek Chisora, when he's ready, he break the law. So let's not make out Derek Chisora as the pinnacle of justice and by the book law. You understand? I'd have thought he'd have understood a hard-working man. Now again, I don't know. Maybe the guy came bezzing through and was a danger to people, but if he was bezzing, I mean, how did Chisora even notice that is the question. A guy driving past, he just drive past. But what is it within a man that feels it's his business to be out there doing way too much, in my opinion? Yeah? I leave that to the Karens in the coffee shop to be doing that kind of behaviour. Yeah? I put respect for working men, working hard jobs for little money above. That's like the top one. You know, when you're working for peanuts, it's fucking hard, man. No one wants to do it, right? And I'm like, oh, IB, you should go university and get this, that, the other. It's not the point. When you're working 10 hours a day like a dog or whatever it is, and you got socialites posted there worried about you on a road, or I mean, it wasn't that narrow. And yeah, it was more busier at that time, but people, listen. Why is it okay? Yeah? It's okay for people, yeah? I bet Chisora had his dogs out, right? Why is it okay for Derek Chisora to have his mutts out? They're more annoying to me. People's mutts. People's mutts are more annoying to me than delivery riders. That's the truth. Their mutts are always in the mix. It's never their mutt's fault. They're more of an issue. But it's okay for a man idly walking with his mutt, with no lead on here. That's okay. Yeah? It's not okay for a man to go to work, though. Move your kids and your missus out the way, man. That's how I feel. Bottom line. Move them out the way. That's how it should have been resolved. Teach respect. Treat others how you wish to be treated. How would Derek Chisora... Let's say... People, listen. Let's say Derek Chisora... In fact, let's say Derek Chisora's wife was working a minimum wage job. And this is what a lot of people don't have. They don't have the ability to put yourself in someone else's life. Imagine for a second, Derek, you weren't blessed with all the riches and what else you've been blessed with. And your missus had to go out delivering Deliveroo. And some bougie socialite took it upon himself to tell her to get off her bike because of what? You could have made room. Why not find the easiest route here? Okay, it's not ideal that your socialite kids and wife have to move, but ultimately, is it worth nutting someone over? I don't believe so. I just don't. I'd never do that. I just wouldn't. You move out of the way and then go back to idly socialiting. Yeah, sipping your martini or whatever else it is. You understand, people? Anyway. Derek Chisora. What if Derek, people, how many of you, man, believe if Derek Chisora was working Deliveroo, he'd give a F about an alleyway? Who here thinks Derek Chisora would be taking the long way around or getting off his bike to go up an alleyway? You're delusional if you think Derek Chisora would get off his bike. Yeah, that's what you are. And there's enough of you man out there. Oh, I mean, Chisora was in the right. No, you're never in the right to attack someone trying to go to work for, what is it? Come on. I thought maybe, I don't know. If he did a madness, then it's different, but I haven't. All I heard was Chisora thought it was his. He thought it was his business to tell another man to get off a bike. Who the fuck do you think you are? That's how I feel. Yeah, who wants to be talked to like that going to work? Another man telling you how to get to work. That's a no from me. Leave that to the busybodies. I expected more of Chisora. Yeah? But that's what the celebrity class, it encourages behaviour. You like to think that you're above everyone else. You're above the working man. That man's probably one of the dudes who pays for Chisora's moody pay-per-views at 40 years old, right? And you tell him to get off his bike. That's whack, people. I ain't trying to hit. You can justify it. Oh, IB, the legal code, the road code says this. People, we all know when you're on the motorway, you're not driving 70 miles an hour. So don't pick and choose. Yeah, just because this legal code helps your position now, justifying Chisora's actions, when you're bezzing 40 in a 30, when you're bezzing 30 through a 20 school zone, as we all do, I'm going to lie to you, you don't give a F about the law. So don't start caring about the law now. Yeah? Don't be doing that. Or more time, when you've had two drink. How many? I bet enough of you man who was sitting there saying, "Oh, it's against the road code." I bet how many of you man have had two drinks and jumped in your whip? A much more dangerous action than a man trying to get to work on Deliveroo. Driving 30 through a school zone, a much more dangerous action than a man trying to get to work. Yeah? So let's leave it there. You man are wrong and I'm right. That's just what it is. Oops. Busted. Let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about it. People stop it.